Let me hear you say, well, well, well. Well, it's cold outside, I forgot my coat. A great white shark swimming round my boat. I'm half a man and I'm half a goat, but I'm okay. There's a dead guy lying on the hood of my car. I don't know who my children are. You can cover me with feathers, you can cover me with tar, but I'm okay. I'm all right, and I'll be giving over tonight. How many times do I have to say, I'm okay, damn it, I'm okay? Italy's shaped like a boot. Switzerland is full of loot. I'll admit I ain't too cute, but I'm okay. Look out! I'm okay. I'm all right, and I'll be giving over tonight. How many times do I have to say, I'm okay, damn it, I'm okay? Okay. I lost my girl, I lost my head, I lost my money, my daily bread. Gonna spend the next 10 years in bed, but I'm okay. I may never get too far, may never be a superstar. I still got this here guitar, so I'm okay. I'm all right, and I'll be giving over tonight. How many times do I have to say, I'm okay, damn it, I'm okay? Okay, 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 okay. Let me hear you say, well, 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 well. That was good. Well, it's cold outside, I forgot my coat. A great white shark swimming round my boat. I'm half a man and I'm half a goat, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. I've been worse. I'm okay. I'm practically perfect in every way because I'm okay. I'm okay. Welcome to tonight's show. How many have we done so far this month, Pipe? I don't know. I'm not counting. This is virtual show number 86. And tonight we're featuring the CD I made when I was really hitting my stride. With songs like this one, unforgettable songs. You say you won't give in to temptation just to get ahead. You say you won't apologize for the nasty things you said. You say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Well, let me tell you something. Everyone's a whore. Everybody does things they don't want to do. Why should life be different for you? But you say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Let me tell you something. Everyone's a whore. Everyone goes off to work to bring home some pay. And everybody ends up selling themselves in a million different little ways. Everybody does what they've got to do, but you don't know the score. Let me educate you. Everyone's a whore. Everybody does things they don't want to do. Why should life be different for you? Everybody does what they've got to do, but you don't know the score. Get ready, dining room. Let me educate you. Or else they're just a liar. We've all been used before. sick and tired, but you say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Let me tell you something. Let me educate you. Might I just remind you, even in the McCurdy living room, everyone's a whore. Wow. We're not just doing Pat in Person Volume 2 tonight. We're also doing, well, anything anybody requested. This has been one shit show of a week. Am I right or am I right? Does anyone else feel a little trepidation? Well, Oko Bohm Hagedorn and Mike Mlezeva, my favorite two people from Denmark/Shauno, I officiated their wedding. And that's a guarantee that they will be together forever. Mike, descended from, I don't know, Czech farmers. I don't know. All I know is this. I'll admit I am not in that great of a mood. Lately the state I'm in could be greatly improved. But I don't want to bring you down, so I'm not gonna sing the blues. I'm not gonna stare at my neighbor or my shoes. Nothing quite like the nightmare that we're living in. Every day, every night, you feel like giving in. But I don't want to be a downer, and you don't want to hear me whine. I'll save that for another place and another time. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. I will not drag you down the emotional drain. I won't share my malaise, my misfortune and pain. 'Cause I don't want to be depressing, and you don't want to see me weep. I'll save that for later on, when I'm trying to sleep. 'Cause now is not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Now is not the time for sad songs. Hard times we've had songs. I'm not a perfect artist. No, really, I'm just fine. I just wanna smile a while and drink a little wine. So no, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Feeling bad songs. Now it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. No, it's not the time for sad songs. Hard times we've had songs. Now is not the time for sad, sad songs. Actually, it seems like now is sort of the time for sad songs to me. Because who knows what's going to happen. Paul Jones. Obviously, Paul Jones missed the second week of virtual shows this month because he requested gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. Tell me what's gonna happen now. Can't eat, I can't sleep. I feel sad, but I can't wait. I can't feel no pain because I can't feel anything. I can't get no love. I can give no love to you. I'm so scared, and I wish I knew. I wish I knew what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. Tell me what's gonna happen now. I can't think straight. Something's coming, but I can't wait. I can't feel no pain because I can't feel anything. There's no house, no home, no place left for me to go. Now I've been all around and I still don't know. I will never know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Tell me what's gonna happen now. Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Just tell me what's gonna happen now. Believe me, I'll get by somehow. Tell me what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? Thank you, Paul Jones. Paul, nobody knows what's gonna happen. It's gonna get more and more bizarre with more and more distractions. At least we can rest easy, knowing that dwarves and amputees will never land our planes again. We can rest easy that we will not be sending multi-millions of dollars so Hamas can have condoms. The distractions will just continue. But I am here tonight to celebrate one of the best CDs I ever made. It's the biggest selling CD ever made. 15,000 copies of that for a local guy is a lot. And even now, virtual streaming, and it's the best-selling album I have is Pat in Person Volume 2. 1998, I was hitting my stride, finally figuring out how to do this job. Made up some great songs. There's nothing like the thrill of recording a CD at Summerfest with 4,000 people singing all the words. You know, maybe the Bosmans were there at Summerfest, because Matt Whistler would like me to play this next song from Pat in Person 2 for them. Derek Mosier, our guest of honor last week here in the dining room. They want to hear a song that I still play on my show 27 years later. They want to hear, I like men, I like women, I like sinking, I like swimming, I like dogs and I like cats, I like cows in cowboy hats. I like knives and forks and spoons. I like whistling happy tunes. I like to come, but not too soon. However, most of the time it's unavoidable. And that's when you hear me say it's just because you're so damn hot, Julia Bosman. I like everything. Yes, I like milk, I like cookies, Adam 12 and the rookies. I like peaches, I like cream, I like field and I like stream. I like diamonds, clubs, and hearts. I like to order a la carte. Gee, I like your private parts. 'Cause I like everything. You could never get me down, that will never happen. I will never be depressed when my step is light and my toes are tapping. Yeah, I didn't want to wreck the floor, you know what I mean? So, I like Veronica, I like Betty, I like meatballs and spaghetti, I like God and I like Buddha, I like cheddar brie and Gouda. I love cheese. I like Beatles, stones, and doors. I like to shop at hardware stores. And I'd like to do you on a cheese-covered floor. 'Cause I like everything. Help me now. I like men. I like sinking. I like dogs and I like cows in cowboy hats. I like Phil and I like Don. Happy days, the wrath of God. Won't you put these handcuffs on? I like everything. I like water, I like wine. I like to think that love is blind, and I masturbate with you in mind. 'Cause I like everything. I guess I'll wipe away the tears. Maybe that will assuage my fears. Don't think I'm gonna make it through the next 4 years. But I like everything. Ladies and gentlemen, a paean to positivity. Let's hear for positivity. And I guess the most positive guy I know besides the weather. He worries about the weather, but it's his job. Running the whole damn show tonight. 90% of the show tonight is run by this man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for your enjoyment, Mr. Pipe Jim. Pipe Jim on sound! Pipington James III. That's his given name. Pipington James III. His father's name was Cigarette. And we got Murph here tonight. Murph, if he's going to hold up a cue card, it's right over there. But let's see if Murph can saunter up here. He's back after a couple weeks. Brian Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Murphy. And then, of course, as usual, sped back from Madison today in the left lane behind people going 68 miles an hour. The mistress of alcohol, Ms. Bethany C. McCurdy. Let's have her right there, Bethany! And tonight's drinking word, of course, is DEI. It's not a drinking word, it's a feeling. It's a feeling. Because we don't want to accept anybody but white men, okay? So here's to non-DEI. Hold on, I got my drink here. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm still warm. Yeah. What does she know? Get back in the kitchen. Yeah, Ann and Gary Peterson in New Mexico are feeling it too. I think that's why they requested this song, because they want positivity as well. Like this. Had a lot of highs and no lows. We sang show-stopping solos. Our sweaters wrapped around our polos, the ones with the designer logos. We booked a couple rooms at Hojo's and crashed on the couch at Wojo's, trying to regain our mojos, recover from the rain of low blows. The world's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. By now you've probably seen the photos of me and all the other dodos with hairy little feet like Frodo's, wide awake from too much no-dos, spinning up and down like yo-yos. We drank a couple Di-Seronos and acted like a bunch of bozos. Our lips are sealed like the Go-Go's. World's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. Tell me if you're tired of this rhyme scheme yet. Excellent, because there's more. We filmed some 60-second promos, me and all the major domos, with voices like Perry Comos and hair like Sonny Bono's. But nobody will ever show those, 'cause we were wearing no clothes except for matching pink kimonos and counterfeit Manolos. World's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I'm numb, but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me. The world's gone mad and I should feel bad, but I don't let it get me down. Everybody's crazy, be that as it may be, I don't let it get me down. Life's so cruel and I might be a fool, but I don't let it get me down. Everything's so fascist, that's less than fantastic, I don't let it get me down. I don't let it get me down. Come on, did you hear that surprise ending? I just put the fake ending in for Ann and Gary. I put that in. It was all for you, Ann and Gary, and I didn't make one Breaking Bad crystal meth reference about you tonight. They're from Albuquerque, all right? Even though I've been watching little videos of Mike Ehrmantraut getting killed, Walter killing Mike, and Walter getting all those guys at the... Oh, should I spoil the whole ending of the series? I love that song. That's the one of the songs that's proving that this produce is still fresh. It's only a couple months old. I could sing that song. You run out of breath, but it's a beautiful song. And I'll never hire some other ethnic kind of person to sing that one. Ran out of ginger ale. We're drinking Jameson and Fresca tonight. Now, Tom and Susan Griffin live in Asheville, North Carolina. Billy Berger lives up north somewhere. Here's another song that I think has some of the best chord changes I ever came up with. It's one of the standouts on Patent Person Volume 2. And it asks the ancient question, why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Why can't I be a lazy millionaire? Why can't I get rich without having to dig ditches, without all that sweat and toil and wear and tear. Why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Nothing. Why can't I get paid for doing nothing? You know, this rhythm is called the cha-cha-cha. Very, very popular. Yeah. But all I know is this. Why can't I have lots and lots of money? When will I get more than odds and ends? Why won't Daddy give to me a house, maybe a factory, and the names of his reactionary friends? Oh, why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Nothing. Why can't I get paid for doing nothing? I wanna be a man of leisure, sitting on a pile of treasure, looking for and finding pleasure everywhere I go. Why can't I be big and fat and bloated before I work my fingers to the bone? I'll be a megalomaniac, drive all my best friends in the back, be greedy and die bitter and alone. Oh, why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Nothing. Why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Nothing. Why can't I get paid? Oh, why can't I get paid? Why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Absolutely nothing. Zero. Doing nothing. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. Oh, play with me, Satan. Why can't I get paid for sitting on the lazy boy? Sitting on my lazy boy, watching the Philadelphia Eagles and Friday night dinner, doing nothing, paid for doing nothing, just like my friend Joe from Oak Creek, paid for doing nothing. Oh, why can't I get paid for doing nothing? Well, I'm working hard. And April in Las Vegas wants me to work harder. Listen to how difficult this song is. Oh, baby, baby, don't be absurd. You think I don't love you? I just say the words. But you should know better after all these years. I can remember the moment I met you, the day and the time and the place. I can remember the clothes you were wearing, the smile on your face. And I can remember the thought of the ocean, the fireworks up in the sky. How could I forget? Oh, baby, baby, what can we do? You don't understand me. I don't understand you. It's not complicated. It's a simple thing. I can remember the moment I met you, the day and the time and the place. I can remember the clothes you were wearing, the look of dismay on your face. And I can remember the sound of the ocean, the thunder and stars in the sky. How could I forget? How could I forget? baby, baby. That's it for now. Prove that I love you some way, somehow. As soon as we're together, things will be just fine. I can remember the moment I met you, the day and the time and the place. I can remember the clothes you were wearing, the look of dismay on your face. And I can remember the sound of the ocean, the fireworks up in the sky. How could I forget? I can remember the moment I knew that you... I can remember the moment I knew that I needed you all for myself. I can remember you looking at me like you wished I was somebody else. And I can remember the sound that was playing, the number of the stars in the sky. How could I forget? How could I forget? Oh, baby! Oh, April! How could I forget? How could I forget that last chorus? A little bit of Fresca and Jameson. Who donated to the show last week? Can I tell you who donated to this show last week? And give them a great big thank you. And then we'll have a surprise announcement. Last week, the very generous Kent Hansen sent money. Sent a cover charge for this show. Thank you, Kent. Kent, that was a brand of cigarettes when I was a kid. Meg Fortney, thank you, Meg Fortney. If you take the knee off Fort and make it night, that's a popular game on the computer. Matt and Amy Hendrickson are from Benicia, California. Matt and Amy, thank you very much. Stevens, Patrick, thank you so much. Peggy Brenner out in Economwalk actually told her daughter that I like her more than her daughter. And I want to rectify that right now. Peggy, it's so important to me that you know I love you and Carly equally. That's the truth. Sometimes I like Carly more, sometimes I like Peggy more, but it evens out. Christina Walker. Let's hear for Christina Walker. If you took the R off the last name, it should be Christina Walken. I don't know what that meant either. Erna Goldcool, my favorite name from last week. Erna Goldcool. Tony and Angela Ginkle sent money, and thank you so much. Corey and Pam, for all your printing needs, please visit Clark Graphics on Oakland Avenue. I don't know, how much did that cost for the 10 people who are watching? Jared Finger, thank you, Jared. And Molly Carruthers, we love the name Carruthers. Pipe Jim and I were talking about you before the show because we love that name. We're not going to go to the back until later. That's enough thank yous for now. And here's the important announcement. We were going to just do January virtually, and we have a couple gigs next weekend, but we have Friday off next weekend. So we are adding one virtual show. We're not going to be highlighting any specific CD or album. It's just going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be like... That's a song by Ted Nugent, free-for-all. How do I know that? I just do. So next week, a free-for-all, so you just give me any request you want. It can be the most bizarre, most out-there request, and I will try to do all of them. Next Friday night. Now, I would like to do another song that proves that this produce is ultra fresh and really ripe. I would like to do a song that I started making up last Thursday. I was playing at a place called Patty Mac's in Verona, Wisconsin. A kid walked in, a young guy, really young. Miles said, "What's that kid doing at your show, Dad?" Oh, my son Miles was there. I should include that. And he had one of those ironic 70s mustaches and a mullet. He looked a lot like this YouTuber that my kids and I really love named Curtis Connor. In other words, pretty cool. And he sat in my eyesight for the whole first set. And I just want to say the look on that kid's face. The look on that kid's face while he was watching my first set sort of said to me this: I am not one bit cool. I'm not the least bit stylish. Nobody knew who I was in high school, 'cause I wasn't one bit cool. I am not one bit hip. I'm not the least bit stylish. I have a license to act like a fool, 'cause I am not one bit cool. I'm not the latest thing, I'm not the latest rage, and I never grew out of my awkward stage. I'm not avant-garde, I'm more like savant-garde. I'm afraid that I'm way behind the times. I am not one bit cool. This is how you might describe me. He was born in the shallow end of the gene pool, and I am the not bit cool. He was born in the shallow end of the gene pool, and he isn't one bit cool. He isn't one bit cool. I am not one bit cool. Not one bit cool. Would a cool guy write this song? Would Ryan Metzler want to hear this song? From Patent Person Volume 2? All I ever eat is Chinese food. The restaurant on my street, it's got Chinese food. It's all I ever want, and all I ever need. All I ever eat is Chinese food. You know what we need? We need background singers. And I know two of them right now. Come on, boys. Keep your macaroni and your cheese. Give me Chinese food. And you can keep your BLTs. I like Chinese food. Hot dogs are too hot, and candy is too sweet. All I ever eat is Chinese food. And Szechuan Cantonese got me begging on my knees. Hunan Szechuan Cantonese got me begging, please, please, please. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chinese food. Chinese food. From column A, gave me Chinese food. God bless the USA, I like Chinese food. Unless it's cooked by an illegal immigrant. And not just now and then, oh, for a special treat. All I ever eat is Chinese food. Out Chinese food for you and me. Take out or delivery. Chinese food for you and me. Pork fried rice and egg foo young. Chinese food for everyone. Take out or delivery. Chinese food for you and me. All I ever want and all I ever need. All I ever eat. All I ever eat. All I ever eat is Chinese food. Let's hear it for the boys! Did you just mouth the words, "Go Birds"? We're trying to remain neutral in the Super Bowl in this household. Neutral being the fact that we don't give a shit who wins. Hey, not one bit cool. And I understand it, because I'm also the guy who made up this song. And Roy and Joanne down there in Arizona, they want to hear this song. And this song was made up because I used to have a band, and we used to play weddings. And inevitably, someone in Wisconsin would say, "Do a polka." And we'd always do the same dumb thing. We'd do, "She was a fast machine. She kept her motor clean. She was the best damn woman that I'd ever seen. She had a sightless eye telling me no lie." We'd always do the same thing. And one night in Waukesha, we're doing a wedding. A guy came dancing by going, "Yip, yip, yip, yo, 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 yip, yip." Scared the shit out of me. So I said, I'm going to make up a polka, a really nice polka, a love polka. None of this "she's too fat for me" crap, you know what I mean? I came up with this. I like you, I like you, I like you best because you're really sweet. I like you, I like you, I like you best because you're really neat. Let's sit beneath a shady tree and read romantic poetry. I like you, I like you, I like you best because you're really sweet. How boring is this? I thought it would be a little edgier if I said, I like you, I like you, I like you best when you're on your knees. I like you, I like you, I like you best when you say please. So let me put my cocktail down and you and I will go to town. I like you, I like you, I like you best when you're on your knees. Whoa! E-I-E-I-E-I-O! Yip, 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 yo! Welcome to Polka, Polka, Polka. We're here at any generic supper club in northern Wisconsin, and we're dancing the polka, and we're going to have some ads for holistic vitamin shops, and someone's going to come out and sing for you, and a lot of the people are going to have a heart attack when they hear, I like you, I like you, I like you best when you're really drunk. I like you, I like you, I like you best when you're in the trunk. Now that's not funny at all. Okay, that's more of a Law and Order SUV thing. SVU. That I didn't really have in the original version. I promise not to break your heart. I'll wheel you home in a shopping cart. I like you, I like you, I like you best when you're really drunk. When you're on your knees, when you're on all fours, when you're dressed in leather with a motorcycle hat. I love the motorcycle hat. And your Harley boots and your cigarettes tucked in your bra. And your jeweled iPhone in your back pocket. When you're on the couch, when you're on your knees, when you're really sweet, because you're really... Roy and Joanne, I hope you were dancing. Oh, yeah. Beth, the Mistress of Alcohol did polka dancing in gym class. Everybody did? We didn't. I didn't, because we were like, it was like being in military school when I was a kid. You went in the gym and you said, okay, you're going to swim for 45 minutes, then you're going to get out of the pool. That was the whole direction we got. No games, no fun, no babes. But yeah, not one bit cool. I'm working on that one. But here's more proof, okay? This is a ridiculous song. All right, that's all I'm saying. But Mark Kunkel seems to like it. Maybe Peggy does too. I used to be able to get an audience, a bar full of people, to sing this. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Try it. Doot, doot, doot. It's such a romantic song, too. Well, I've got love in my heart, anger in my pants, doubt in my mind, and lust in my hands. Love in my heart gets stronger every day. Pearls on my lips, that's every word I say. I've got love in my heart, love in my heart, love in my heart for you. Doot, doot, doot. Well, I've got love in my heart, voices in my head, eyes on my back, policeman in my bed. Love in my heart gets stronger every day. Diamonds on my tongue, that's every word I say. I've got love in my heart, love in my heart, love in my heart for you. I've got love in my heart for you. Everyone in the dining room is singing toot toot toot. I hope everyone out there is singing toot toot toot, because I've got love in my heart, 57 kinds, been in love before 57 times. Love in my heart gets stronger every day. Flowers in my mouth, that's every word I say. I got love in my heart, love in my heart, love in my heart for you. And then we did it in different languages. Ich habe liebt in mein Herz, liebt in mein Herz, liebt in mein Herz für dich. Tengo amor en mi corazón, amor en mi corazón, amor en mi corazón para tú. Don amor en ma cor, amor en ma cor, amor en ma cor pour vous. I've got love in my heart for you. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. One more. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Obviously, Nikki and Juliet Schroeder up in Minnesota didn't see week 3 or 4. Because they requested these 3 songs. I'm turning them into a medley for Juliet's birthday. Well, the kids are playing in an old refrigerator, your face down on the floor. Grandma's with her skinhead friends, and Grandpa's blind and driving. And I can't get the toast out of here, I can't get it out. Can't get the toast out of here, but if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Well, the kids are playing with a pack of matches and a pile of oily rags. You're lying down on the operating table from carrying scissors while running. And I can't get the toast out of here, I can't get it out. I can't get the toast out of here, but if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Well, you fumbled in the foyer with a lawyer. Then you kissed your psychiatrist. You took off your clothes and jumped into a fountain with a certified public accountant. You took a gift from a Greek every day last week, and you ran your hands up and down his Greek physique. Why 1,000 times? Why don't you love me? I'm not such a horrible guy. Oh, why 1,000 times? Why? Mr. Crystal underneath your bed. You don't need no acupuncture needles in your head. You don't need a holy man to ease your troubled mind. You don't need to look too far for what you're trying to find. You need me. You need me. You need me. Supposed to be me, to show you how love is supposed to be me, to show you how love is supposed to be. Happy birthday, Juliet. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Juliet. 'Tis the East, and Juliet is the South. I'm switching instruments right now to play something new. Well, new for tonight. I'm going to give this one over to here and drop it. I'm giving it to Pipington. Then I will pick this up. Whoa. We just unplugged it. Hopefully we didn't wreck the cord. Ladies and gentlemen, right there, an emergency. Mr. Pipington James III, let's hear for him. You know, I'm going to do a song that is from Pat in Person Volume 2. Never performed on a ukulele before. This is a touching love song as well. Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? I like that so much, I'm going to do it again. Will you ever learn? Will you ever learn? Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? Comes up and he says buongiorno. The next thing you know, you're starring in a porno film. And you know what happens next? Miss PG-13 is Miss Triple X. Will you ever learn? Will you ever learn? Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? A guy comes up and almost takes you hostage. The next thing you know, you're a European prostitute. Sometimes you're just too sweet. You trust everybody that you meet. Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? If you've never heard it before, stream this song someday, and you will hear the sound of 4,000 people singing. Will you ever learn? Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? I just can't stand those wolves you run with. Your troubles would be over if you'd only come with me. I've said it all before. I will love you forever and evermore. Will you ever learn? Will you ever learn? Which way is up? Which way is down? Which is your ass? Which is a hole in the ground? All right, Summerfest. I'm gonna let you do this one. Go! So beautiful. So beautiful. Will you ever learn? 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 While I've got the ukulele in my hands, another song that I wrote in 2025 already. Listen. They tried to find some life on Mars. They left some footprints on the moon. The only thing they really know for certainty is that the world revolves around me. Now there are other human beings who might be singing the same tune, but I'm the only one who knows the melody, because the world revolves around me. I am not afraid at all of the local yokels and the cops. All I have to do is say the word and everything stops. People think the world is flat, but there it's crazy as a loon. Maybe they should study more astronomy. They'd see that the world revolves around, world revolves around, world revolves around me. I am not afraid at all of the local yokels and the cops. All I have to do is wave my hand and everything stops. Maybe you don't get it yet, but the day is coming soon when no one on earth will ever disagree that the world revolves around, world revolves around, world revolves around me. The world revolves around, world revolves around, world revolves around me. The world revolves around, world revolves around, world revolves around me. Thank you. That's a song for narcissists. Oh my God. $1 for Somewhere Over the Rainbow. No, that's too high. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? Give me that $1, Barbara. Rule Barbolson rules the world. There's that. Perhaps some of you are wondering, Pat, did you have some songs that you wanted to put on Pat in Person 2 that were written around that same time but didn't put it on? Oh, we got to plug this back in. That's the way guitars work. Pat, let me ask the question again. Did you have any other songs that you wanted to put on Pat in Person too, but you didn't? Well, this one I didn't put on because of the first verse. It goes like this. Oh, a dog! Where do you get that ball? Where did you get that ball? Listen, Bo. Monday I went off to work, working as a postal clerk. I got a gun and went berserk. What a week it was. When Tuesday came, I stopped drinking. What in God's name was I thinking? I went out sober, came home stinking. What a week it was. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. I'm glad it's finally over, glad it's finally done. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. Why can't I live my life like every other person does? Wednesday I stopped eating meat, felt holistically complete. Then a pickup hit me in the street. What a week it was. Thursday I thought celibacy might be just the thing for me until you started kissing me. What a week it was. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. And it's finally over, glad it's finally done. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. Why can't I live my life like every other person does? Friday night I got my pay. Somehow I was led astray. Tried to give it all away. What a week it was. By Saturday I'd spent it all. Must admit I had a ball. I can't go home, so please don't call. What a week it was. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. Glad it's finally over. Glad it's finally done. What a week it was, boys, what a week it was. Why can't I live my life like any other person does? Sunday night I said a prayer to be free from all despair. Does anybody up there care? What a week it was. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. I'm glad it's finally over. Glad it's finally done. What a week it was. Oh, what a week it was. Why can't I live my life like any person does? Here we go. Oh, what a week it was. Boys, what a week it was. What a week it was. Boys, what a week it was. I'm going to be putting that song back in my show for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to be singing, What a Week It Was, Boys. So remind me of that. Pipe, remind me of that. I'm changing the lyrics a little bit on that one. I never changed the lyrics on this one. This is from Pat in Person 2. This made the cut. We also recorded at Lounge Acts, where the woman whose name I stole to make this song used to come to the show. This equation wouldn't be so tricky. This way. Oops. Messed it up already. Hold it. Yeah, hold it. I'm sorry, all the Lounge Acts people who used to go there. You know it goes. This situation wouldn't be so sticky. This equation wouldn't be so tricky. You would love me if you weren't so picky. Anne Marie. Anne Marie. You think that everything I do is amusing. I think that everything you do is confusing. It's that double talk you're always using. Anne Marie. Anne Marie. But you're still the one. You're still the one that I always love, no matter what. You're still the one. You're still the one that I love. No ifs or ands or buts. There isn't any special time or season. There isn't any special rhyme or reason for your million little acts of treason. Anne Marie, Anne Marie. You're still the one, you're still the one that I'll always love, no matter what. You're still the one, you're still the one that I love, no ifs or ands or buts. The situation wouldn't be so sticky. This equation wouldn't be so tricky. You would love me if you weren't so picky. Anne Marie, Anne Marie, Anne Marie, Anne Marie, Anne Marie. Pat in Person, Volume 2. You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. All right, Boris. Boris lives in Pontiac, Illinois. But from now on, I usually say he lives in Plymouth, Illinois. But now I'm just going to say this week, there's a shout out to Boris in Oldsmobile, Illinois. This also is for Sean and Danny Closey down there in Bonaire, which is a Dutch island. Don't they own Greenland? You know what we need on this song? Ryan. Because I'm going to sing, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. Hit it, boy. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I may never have another night like this. In fact, I know I'll never have another night like this. It seems to me it could easily be all downhill from here. So, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I said, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I'd just be lying wide awake there in my bed. Worst case scenario is in my head. But here we are together and we're out of our minds. I don't ever want the night to end. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I said no, no, no. No one can make me go back there. No, no, no. No one can make me go back there now. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home, Brian. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. And I won't go home until Murph goes home. And I won't go home till Joe Hip goes home. And I won't go home because I'm already home. I'm here in my living room. Rule Barb Tanya, rule Barbolson rules the world. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go Mark and Patty, I don't wanna go. Oh, Diane, and the new guy who Diane brought. I don't wanna go home. I don't. One more chorus, Prime. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go home. I don't wanna go home. Brian Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. Don't trip over the fake dog. We got enough problems with the real dog here, Brian. We got a couple more songs from, 3 more songs from Pat in Person Volume 2. Let me do this one and then we'll thank a few more people. Talk about next week. This is a song that I played it very, very, very rarely. And I was listening to this week, and I really enjoyed it, my own song. And once again, you have to hear it with a few thousand people singing this. Say goodbye to yesterday. Soon we will be free. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. Saturday night I got loaded. I guess that's not surprising to you. Well, Saturday night is here again. What am I to do? Say goodbye to yesterday. Soon we will be free. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. I met her when I was my weakest, and I had no other recourse. And although we never got married, we still had a messy divorce. Say goodbye to yesterday. Soon we will be free. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. Say goodbye to my old life. Hello to the new. I'm always starting over. It seems like the best thing to do. And when I've outlived my usefulness, and when I'm no longer so cool, I'll just move to someplace where people are easy to fool. Say goodbye to yesterday. Soon we will be free. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye. Oh man, I love this chorus. I'm doing it one more time. Everybody say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to me. Oh, thanks, man. Pat in Person, Volume 2. Man, you know there's some good songs on there, and I still play them all, a lot of them all these years later. I'd like to thank for his generous donation, Jeff Sokol, because I said that Bob and Rhonda are getting married in Texas this year, and Jeff sent me the money, not Bob or Rhonda. Bob, Rhonda, come on. Carolyn and Marshall Roth and Carolyn Rosewall, two of the loveliest people in the entire world. Carolyn and Marshall, and one plays the oboe. Yeah, we just saw him. You played the oboe. Rule Barbolson rules the world. Carolyn Rosewall plays the oboe too. Oh. Mauricio Lopez from Texas. Thank you, Mauricio. I wish you could come up here and see one of these live. But I bet you can't make it for next week. I bet it's probably, the flight would be too expensive. Jan and Doug Thompson, I forgot to mention you last week from California. Way out west, out on the coast. Karen Reiner, my neighbor, and Joe Bryan. I don't know where Joe comes from, but if you put a T on the end of his name, you would have a famous brand of furnace. And then if you added and Stratton, you'd have a famous business school in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Or Lane Bryant. If his mom's name was Lane, that would be a clothes store. And happy birthday to Chris Hayden in French Island, Wisconsin. Sean Finnegan. Hello, Sean. What a week it was. Sean, what a week it was. Isabella Bullock. Bella is Ricky Santi and, Kelly's daughter, Isabella. It's her birthday. And Mitch Nellis. Do we know who Mitch is? Thunder. Oh, Thunder. Happy birthday, Mitch. Now, perhaps there are two of the most popular songs on Pat in Person 2. And I can tell because this next one got at least 5 requests. Sarah Wilkinson, Kelly Cuss out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Susan Brungraber, who's having a terrible week. Terrible month, Susan. Come on. Andrea Dexter. Hello, Andrea Dexter. Oh, C.K. Dexter Haven. My, she was yar. Andrea Dexter. And then we could do the musical version, Andrea. You give to me, and I give to you. True love, true. Thank you, Andrea Dexter, for taking my mind off the prize, okay? And Linda Lehman. They all want the same song, a song that it's been a very popular song in my show. I have always been responsible. I've always had a sense of obligation to God and the flag, to Mom and apple pie. So I don't know what's come over me, don't know wherein lies this insanity, but I have to live at least once before I die. So tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, hey. Tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. I feel like I've been suffocating, hesitating, waiting for a moment when I could even try to flap my weary arms and fly. I know I'll miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. So tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, hey. Tonight, I want to ruin my life. I want to do something dumb, and I don't care. No, I won't care what happens when you close that door. I don't care what happens to me anymore. La 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 la. La 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 la. hold on loosely. Don't let go. Just for Murph, just for Murph. For me, everybody smells like CK1. Everybody smells like CK1. Everybody smells like CK1. How am I supposed to get anything done? Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. We'll suck up a case of PBR. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. Come on down to my mobile home. We'll party all night long. We got Elvis on the stereo. I wish I had a monkey paw. I put it in my pocket. I'd like to buy some happiness, but no one seems to stop. Well, I don't know much, but I can see that I love you and you love me. We didn't plan this out, it was luck, and we don't make love. We just circle around the bed wearing wicked smiles with our clothes in every corner of the room. I hope that we can be together. I'm going camping with some lesbians, tramping through the wood. It will be great to be outdoors again, far, far from the hood. Well, last night I woke from a deep, deep sleep. I awoke and remembered my dreams. That's not something that I usually do. You could shoot me and I sleep right through. But lately I've been so confused, and maybe you can tell me why. There was an English guy with two last names in the cubicle next to me. He was a snotty English guy with a tweed overcoat and an air of superiority. I said, we bailed on your ass in World War II. If not for us, you can bet that you would not be raising your whiny voice. You'd be goose-stepping, baby, and sprechen Sie durch. If the passion's gone and you feel ugly and mean, hang on, hang on. If sex is just a part of your aerobic routine, hang on, hang on, and I will be there as soon as I can to remind you that life keeps you guessing. He's dressed in white, he's always clean. He's my main man from the Nazarene. That's Jesus, Jesus Christ. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. I got a reason to live, to wake up every day, put on these fashionable clothes, and go on my merry way. I got a reason to do the crazy things that I do. I got a reason to live, and oh, it's you, you, you. Yeah, it's you, you. This time, next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Everybody in the dining room, everyone at home. This time, next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float away. Here we go. This time, next year, I'll go down to the ocean, jump in, and I'll float. I know I miss the family, miss the house, the dog, and the Jeep Cherokee, but I have to live at least once before I die. Thank you for celebrating Pat in Person Volume 2 with me tonight. Please, donate generously. Bought a new van today. We will see you tomorrow night in the Wisconsin Dells at the Showboat. Next Friday night right here in the living room. Any request you can think of, and I will try it. But get them in early so I can learn them if I have to. Next weekend I will be at Shank Hall on Sunday in Milwaukee, and oh, Saturday, and Sunday is Paulie's in West Dallas. Until then, everybody, tonight I want to ruin my life. I want to throw it all away in a spectacular way. Hey, tonight I want to ruin my life. 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 And if I'm going down, you're coming with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You guys are amazing, always amazing. But if there is one song on Patent Person Volume 2 that has been very, very, very good to me, it has got to be St. Paul in his letter to the Ephesians said, it came to me upon a midnight clear. Said, I finished writing all of my gospel. Now all I seem to want is sex and fear. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I did not come here to praise Caesar. I came here for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Right. George Washington, he never crossed the Delaware. There was no midnight ride for Paul Revere. Ben Franklin never discovered electricity. He was too busy looking for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now from the city to the suburbs to the country, from the southern to the northern hemisphere, they're holding a tremendous referendum, and everybody's choosing sex and beer. Right, sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now they could take away our pride and our dignity. They could use up all our blood and sweat and tears. They could take away our names and give us numbers. They can't hear you, Joe. All your Saquon Barkley talk. The number tonight is 86, because this is my 86th virtual show. But they will never take away our sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. You sing it, folks.
Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like.
What do we like? We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. And I love each and every one of you. See you next weekend, next Friday night on Facebook. One more time. We'll do it one more time. Thank you. Yeah!
Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. It's pleasure and pain. It's sunshine and rain. Love is a